So this whole project stems from this one time I went to my buddy's house to build these cool shelves, but we split one of these guys first, and it may have negatively affected the end result of our shelves. So this time around I plugged the entire design into some free online drafting software so I could get the exact measurements of everything, because honestly, what the fuck is trigonometry? Then, while everybody was panic buying toilet paper, I was calmly loading 10,000 1x4x8s into my little Subaru. I then spent the next 3 hours in the garage getting to it. First I did some cutting, then I did some measuring, then I did some more cutting, followed by some more measuring, and then I measured again before I cut, and then I measured a couple more times, and then cut a couple more times. And then I was left with a big old stack of wood here. Then after all the measuring and cutting, we moved on to sanding, which wasn't a lot of fun because, quite frankly, there was so much of it. But that was nothing compared to the monumental task of staining it, which was, quite frankly, just some bullshit. This is the worst! And then we move on to what I would call the fun part, going pew 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 with the air gun here. Just be careful you don't do what Tyrell did a couple years ago. Then for like $4, I ordered a 100 pack of these picture frame hangers off Amazon, which came with the smallest screws you've ever seen in your entire goddamn life. Then I gave the display side of the shelves some touch-ups and a little extra TLC. Then I listed them on Facebook Marketplace for $60 each and had all 9 shelves sold within 2 hours, because in these uncertain times you can always count on stay-at-home moms to get bored of their current interior decor.
Hey, what's up?
Well, I hope you like that. I filmed pretty much the entire thing on my phone. So that's kind of an homage to the No Excuses gang. If you're thinking about making any kind of video and you're like, oh, I don't have a camera, use what you got. Since the beginning of this year, I'm sure you've noticed, I've taken the advice of what pretty much everybody is saying on YouTube, and that's to be successful, you have to niche. So for the last couple months, I've been trying out just the automotive content, and it's just not working out. I feel like I'm limiting myself. Of course, I went against everything that you guys were saying when it comes to that. So I'm gonna forget about growth on this platform and just kind of use it as an outlet for me to be creative. So if you guys like that, that's what we're doing. On that note, we're still gonna do car stuff, and we're just gonna do everything here. So you can find me on my personal Instagram or Engage Auto for the car stuff. The next thing I really need to address is Patreon, and for a while I was really trying to plug it. It's kind of like a bonus platform where I was giving camera advice because there were people asking for it, so I figured I could fill that niche there. But I know it may look experienced, but I'm still learning, and it kind of makes me an asshole to charge people for advice on shit that I feel like I know very little about. So Patreon is gonna kind of exist as just a platform where you can support me if you want to, but I'm not gonna put a paywall behind any content. I will have some bonus stuff there. For instance, like when me and Brent sat down talking about our camera rig, I put, the entire uncut 25-minute chat out there. So that's kind of what you can expect on Patreon, but I want to just have it as an open invitation. If you choose to support me further, you can do it over there, and I can't thank you enough if you make that choice. That being said, I'm gonna move more of that camera content to this channel, and we're gonna do some of my favorite videos are doing behind the scenes stuff and showing the turnaround of what I'm looking at when I look at the camera and everything like that. But I want to maintain this platform as an outlet for creativity, and that's going to be our new baseline moving forwards, and that's why it is anything goes. So it's not about anything else, it's just about shit that I'm doing, which is a lot. So expect the unexpected here. Anyways, if you're interested in the design, this is how you do it. So these 4 pieces are all the same measurement, and they're the only ones that are in this shape. The rest of them are in this shape, and the measurements are as follows. Then the larger pieces are put together in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can use the smaller pieces as a jig to get the exact measurements of where some of the other pieces should land. And then after that, you kind of just have to eyeball the rest of the pieces. So good luck with that. Thanks for watching.